The McLaren 720S typifies everything that is ideal with supercars. It looks the business, it's smooth, it's low, it's wide, it lumps and swoops and bends in all the correct spots. Those swooping entryways are unadulterated theater, collapsing out and up like a butterfly rising up out of its chrysalis out of the blue. Individuals gaze, including Carmelite nuns, when they see it in real life. Children make throaty clamors. That epitome of supercars precedes with the cost. It's relatively futile to discuss what the McLaren 720S costs, a certified instance of in the event that you need to ask. Be that as it may, we should stop and dream for a moment. This is the McLaren 720S performance and it will set you back $515,080 before on-street costs. Without alternatives. In any case, as is so frequently the case with supercars, or any auto, besides, alternatives flourish, and on account of our test auto, a ton of choices. A considerable measure. Attempt $182,941.50 worth of choices, conveying that as tried cost to a colossal, and somewhat entertaining $697,941.50. Head out. No, that is not a mistake. Beside clearing out your financial balance, you'll have to attack your coin bump for a free 50C coin. In spite of the fact that, we're almost certain on the off chance that you shook up to your nearby merchant with $697,941 even, they'd presumably given you a chance to head out in another 720S. The McLaren is staying with great at that value point with Ferrari and Lamborghini both requesting comparable coin from their top-of-the-line execution models. That is the cost of playing in the supercar sandpit, and it's a cost some, a firm, a couple, are willing, and capable, to pay. Furthermore, outlaying those sorts of galactic numbers nets you a similarly note for the arrangement of enormous numbers. Need unadulterated power? There's 720 metric to work on tap, henceforth the assignment, which means 527 kilowatts. That pinnacle control doesn't go ahead tune until you're high in the rev band at 7,250 revolutions per minute, yet with the whale of that great twin-turbo, 4.0-liter V8 range directly behind your left ear cartilage, nobody's whining. Torque is a similarly enormous 770 Newton-meters, at 5,500 revolutions per minute, which, when joined with the 720S's felt 1,419 kilograms curb weight, impels the McLaren to a best speed of 341 kilometers per hour. Don't imagine it any other way, it's quick. The 0-100 kilometers per hour run takes only 2.9 seconds. All the more amazingly, the 0-200 km per hour dash is shrouded in an incredibly brisk 7.8 seconds, and should you be overcome enough, 0-300 km per hour is canvassed in 21.4 seconds. The standing quarter mile is dispatched in 10.3 seconds. Be that as it may, significantly more amazing still are the McLaren's halting numbers. With 390mm carbon artistic plates at front and 380mm at race, and also an astounding enormous air brake that sends at high speeds in only 0.5 seconds, the McLaren can reach an entire prevent from 200 km per hour in only 4.6 seconds, having secured only 117 meters, while the more Walker 100 km per hour to 0 takes a minuscule 2.8 seconds and will see you grind to a halt in only 29.7 meters. You'll have to join a rec center, however, on the grounds that the brake pedal requires a firm foot. Applying an indistinguishable weight from you would in most street autos brings about, well, nothing, no hindrance. You freeze, thinking the brakes have flopped, so you push down harder, and that is the point at which the 720S's halting force kicks in. It's out and out terrifying the first occasion when it happens, with the film reel playing in your psyche of you furrowing the $700,000 supercar into the back of a stationary Toyota inside 500 meters of having gathered it. It's positively sufficiently agreeable, with the suspension tune-in comfort mode consistent with its name. It's delicate, yet not excessively so. dial up sport mode and the ride turns into somewhat firmer, yet at the same time inside parameters that make simple work of Sydney's scar lanes. Track mode? We didn't attempt it, and to be perfectly honest, it'd be absurd to on any place however coarse. With streamline proficiency guaranteed to be twice on a par with the 650S this auto replaces, and with air grasp from the tremendous back wing up 30 for every penny over its forerunner, the 720S is planted to the street. At moderate rates, you can really feel the optimal design at work, abating the auto from the minute your foot falls off the throttle. At the 720S's heart, however, lies McLaren's proactive chassis control too, making its introduction in this auto. It's another age of the organization's dynamic skeleton framework, highlighting powerfully controlled dampers at each side of the auto and discrediting the requirement for against move bars. What you can feel, what you can see, touch and smell, is the 720S's inside. It's shockingly extensive, with agreeable game situates that embrace you firmly into the right spot. There's a halfway mounted, representation-oriented touchscreen that houses the high-res 360-degree camera you should get into those tight parking spaces. That wide backside ain't going to stop itself. Exchanging drive modes and initiating that fat back wing or the manual move alternative is done by means of a progression of delightfully made and processed handles, dials and catches. Physicality possesses large amounts of the lodge, from the xenon yellow and black Alcantara inside trim, to the wonderfully uncluttered directing wheel that feels decent close by and offers delightfully weighted protection. The computerized instrument show is fresh and simple to peruse and includes a variety of driver data through its high-def TFT board. Be that as it may, if all that information is diverting you, or if the full display mode is impeding your perspective of that next corner, you can flip down the show into what McLaren has named Slim Display Mode, which still offers essential insights yet through a much lower profile show. It's a flawless strap, yet actually I lean toward a bunch of dials and checks to control me along. This isn't an auto for the cowardly. It is a startling auto on such a large number of levels, from its eye-watering sticker cost to its immense power yields, twist speed increasing speed and eyeball-popping ceasing power. The McLaren 720S requests regard and, indeed, a smidgen of dread. With its absurd styling that even a gathering of nuns can't disregard, its apparently unending force and speed only a cut of the correct foot away, in addition to hold and taking care of levels that unimportant mortals like you and me are never prone to abuse, the McLaren 720S is everything a supercar ought to be. And that's just the beginning. Thanks for watching.